Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my kitchen. I decided to sit in here today. Didn't feel like going outside yet. Um, was letting the birds eat. I fed them outside, and I ran a cat off, so they hadn't eaten. So I didn't want to go outside and move them away from their food because I do feed the birds outside. And we have a cat next door who likes to hunt them. So I ran her off, and now they're eating. And I didn't want to go outside and run them back off their feet again. So yesterday, took a vacation day, took my husband to work, got rid of him for a while, and I did some penny shopping. I got 12 of those Reese Cup bars for a penny a piece. I got two of the wall arts from Dollar General for 70 cents a piece. I got two of those. I went to Kroger and finished up the prepper $5 $5 a week, 8 week segment. Finished that up. Came home, did my video, and then I sat down and I thought, okay, why do I not have the gumption to want to go out and work in my garden or do what I need to do in my house? It's because I am by myself with this. It's because I have no partner to help me with these projects and goals, because you have to have someone who is a like mind with the same amount of want, and I don't have that. So I sat there and I wrote down my priorities and I wrote down my goals, and I wanted to get my mind back together. And I made the decision yesterday that my goal is to move forward, even if it's by myself. I don't care. But I'm not going to allow that person to hold me back, put me down, or benefit in any way, shape, or form from what I do. I just can't. I can't allow that to happen. So, my mental day allowed me to be a little stronger. And, I'm just not going to deal with the conflict. I'm not going to deal with the pressuring. I'm not going to deal with even asking for help or even acknowledging that person could possibly help me if they wanted to. If they want to help me, they can. If they don't, well, the story of Henny. She found the wheat seeds and asked for help. No one would help her. She made the bread. And then everybody wanted a bite of the bread. Well, I'm Penny, and no one's getting my bread. So there you go. I made my decision. I'm going to be Henny Penny from now on. I'm a Broody Henny Penny. There you go. So anyway, I wrote down my priorities and my goals, and I looked at them from when I was in my 20s, 30s, 40s, and kind of now that I'm getting closer to my 50s. What are the differences? So in my 20s, my priority was beauty. I was a beautiful girl. I wanted everything had to be perfect. I had to put my makeup on. No one was to see me without my makeup. Wear my skinny jeans. My ass looked good. Had to make sure everything matched. I wanted to be the hot shit. That was my priority, my looks. It wasn't about looking for a future in a job or anything like that. But my goal was to find love, a partner, a spouse, because I was ready for that. Okay, we found it. Yay. Anyway, in my 30s, then, my priority was to have children. That didn't happen. It didn't happen. I have a child from a previous relationship before my husband, but I didn't have any more children. My goals in my 30s was just to live, paycheck to paycheck, pay your bills, spend it up, it's gone. Next week, pay your bills, spend it up, it's gone. In my mid-30s, it changed. In my mid-30s, I had a career change. I went from machining to long-term care. Now, I had been in long-term care in my early 20s. So it wasn't like anything I didn't know I was getting into. So in my mid 30s, I changed career paths and went into long-term care. I went from a CNA to an activity director, and then I went into the social service director position. A social service director position is right up there, right below the administrator. So you have a lot of responsibilities, and you're the social worker of the building. So I went through classes, and I got certified, and, you know, it was a very stressful job. So when that went away, I went back into manufacturing, back into production. And, you know, it's less stressful, kind of. But lately, even that's been stressful because, you know, you have the higher ups and everything looks great on paper. They don't have to sit at the machine and try to figure out, okay, it says I need to make 280 of these an hour and I'm only making 130 of them. What the hell? Well, it's because they don't account for everything you do. So it's a little stressful, you know. I always keep my production pretty high, so I don't really worry too much about it. Had a talk with my boss, the big boss. Everything's fine. But I had just had enough of work and husband. So I needed a day to myself to reflect on me. And so in my 40s, of course, my priorities are employment that has 401k, life insurance, health insurance, and, you know, as less mental stress as possible. So my goals in my 40s was to be more adult-like. You know, I have to be an adult. I have to think. I have to think past each paycheck or each month or each year. I have to think way ahead now. Okay? So in my 50s, my priority is to slow down. Not physically, but mentally. I want to be able to slow down mentally. I want to be able to feel secure, calm, cool, collected, like I've learned a lot in my life at this point, and just pick out what I need and slow down. Just slow down. Now, my goals in my 50s, of course, is less stress. I want a less stressful life. And some people will say, well, you know, you're wanting a homestead. That's a stressful life. Like hell it is. Do you know why? Because in the working environment, the bullshit you get is a lot different than the bullshit you get on your farm. You know, someone talks out of their ass, or something gives you something from your ass, or from their ass, and you use it to grow something else. It's a little different. See my point? Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, I'm like a broody chicken right now. I want to nest. I want to slow down. I want to think more of home and homestead and gardening and farming. And I can't with all the stresses that I have from my employment and my spouse. I need a like mind in order to move forward. But yesterday, I sat there and I made the decision. I'm going forward with the homesteading with or without help. With or without help. If I have to go out there every single day and cut down, you know, a little bit at a time, and go and put a fence post up every day, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Talked to my neighbor, and he is okay with a barter where I supply him with needs through my couponing, and he will help me build my stuff. That's a plus. So I'm mentally better today than I was yesterday. Because yesterday I was just ready to scream. Scream. But I did some great shopping yesterday. And I did a CVS deal, and I'm going to show you my CVS deal if I can. I'm going to put everything on here and show you. I spent a total of $1.25 on everything that you see. And let's see here. Okay. 2 peroxides, 1 alcohol, 1 Dove chocolate, 2 cookies, which this one's empty, but I didn't eat them all. I put them in a container. I promise. I got this for free. It's a first aid kit, and we're going to fill that up. But here's my receipt. Check it out. Oh. Okay, so, whoa, hey, look at there. Okay, check that out. Check it out. $1.25. And you know what printed on the bottom of it? $1 extra buck from this. So 25 cents for 2 peroxides, 1 alcohol, 1 Dove chocolate, and two cookies, and then the free first aid book. That made the rest of my night worthwhile because I did that when I went to go pick up my husband. So anyway, it's a very stressful life trying to move forward when someone's holding you back. Don't let them hold you back. Just push them aside. Push them back to where they want to be and just move forward. Because that's the only way that you're going to be happy and content in life. Bye, everyone. You have a great day. And coming up really soon, I'm going to do a pet segment, prepping pets. And then once we do the pets, then we'll do a homestead walk. I'm going to walk you around the property, show you my whole property. I'm so excited. We're also I'm going to show you my pantries, my food rotations, my water closet, if I can, because I have to find some lighting in order to show down in there, because my house has no usable windows except for this one right here in the kitchen. Other than that, my other windows suck, or they're non-existent. And lighting is a pain in the ass in this house. Can't have hanging plants. No. So you have a great day, and I might come up with something tomorrow. Bye, y'all.